Hi, my name is Shanu and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about child loss. I experienced child loss in 2019. My son passed away. His name is Cruz. While I was in my second trimester, I had to vaginally deliver him. He passed away in the womb and I had to vaginally deliver and go into labor and deliver, a baby that's not living, just as if you would deliver a living baby. So it's very traumatic for me, and talking about this and reliving those events in my head. If anyone who has experienced child loss, my heart goes out to you. I know where you're at. I get it. Sometimes people say the wrong things. I don't think it's appropriate time to say, well, everything happens for a reason, or, he or she is in a better place. Like, that's not something you want to tell someone who's lost a child. So I would say, like, the best thing you can do for someone who has experienced child loss and you're like their friend, like you're their family member, you may be their mom or dad or their cousin, is to, show up for them and, just give them things that they need in a time of grief, like, cook a meal, go to their house, like help with laundry, like be hands-on because they're in their grieving process. And like when you're in that grieving process and you lost your child, I went through postpartum with losing my son, and I had to, my breast milk came in and I had to put cabbage leaves. My ex-husband had to put cabbage leaves on my breast. There were, so many different occurrences, and while we were going through this grieving process, and we at the time wished that we had that help, as if, when people lose like a family member, there's a funeral and people come, there's a repast, or they come by the house and they offer food, they offer to do things for you. And then with child loss, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, it was a certain circumstance because he was born in prematurely, way too soon. However, at that time, we wished that we had more hands-on help when it came to having someone being physically there with us, because it was an emotional process. And, I'm still, in the process of healing from that today. I would say that it's not something that you 100% heal from with child loss. Okay. It's not something you 100% deal with a child loss, but you learn to live with it. And, Cruz shows his presence. He's here with me, the physical body is not present, but your spiritual body, your spirit, your soul lives on. So I know my baby is with me, and that one day we'll see each other again. And I just wanted to share my story and let you guys know that you're not alone, and there are resources out there to help, especially on Instagram, or there is one resources for women of color with child loss, and you can look that up on Instagram as well. Now, I was pregnant again a couple months later, and being pregnant after child loss is one of the other most traumatic things to go through as well, because you're carrying a baby and you're like, am I going to lose this baby? Am I going to carry this baby to full term? Is this baby going to be healthy? So it's a whole nother like battle you're going through silently, because on the outside world, people are expecting you to be like over the hills happy, which I was over the hills happy, but also at the same time, like, I would just pray, like that I would be able to deliver my son healthy. Like, me and my son would be healthy and safe. And with the experience I went through at the hospital, I once I was transferred to the other hospital where I delivered my son, I Miami Valley Hospital was like the best. Their labor and delivering team was really sweet and they were really caring. Um, they have like a birth blanket and like things that memory box and like a certificate of life. So it's really cool that they put a lot of thought and effort for moms of child loss, and they actually, offer a burial for free for your child. So of where he's buried, he's buried along with other babies that have passed on way too soon. So big shout out to Miami Valley Hospital. Thank you so much. And I really sympathize with those who've gone through this, because it's not a easy road to walk, and the road to recovery is long, but you will get there. But just know that it never 100% goes away, because your child is a physical part of you and a spiritual part of you as well. And know that they might not be here in the physical, but in the spiritual realm, that your child is here with you. So thanks for listening. And if you have any questions, please, drop your questions down below. Please be respectful with your questions, because this is a sensitive topic. Thank you.